Hey guys, welcome to Tech God, and this is One OctaBoot. So today we have a One with multi-row manager installed, and if it's installed in your One and you boot it up with a volume down or up key pressed, you will be greeted with a menu like this. So if you want to boot into an operating system, just tap it twice and you will be booted right into it. So our first OS for today will be Sailfish from Jio, and that's a smartphone company itself. If you boot into this OS, you will be using an OS that is vertically laid out, and there is no app drawer. So if you're not comfortable with it, don't install it. If you want to close an app, you need to first close it this way. It will be minimized onto your home screen, and if you want to open a menu of an app like this, just swipe it from up. You will be seeing different options that you can form into that particular app. To close it, you can close that into the same fashion from any corner. So for our next example, we have oxygenOS, and that's a pretty popular OS right now, if I must say, because that's developed by OnePlus for OnePlus One, and that's the phone that we're using right now. And there's nothing special about the operating system itself, but the thing is, it's developed by the company which is providing you the smartphone, so it's trusted and it will be providing updates regularly if you face any bugs and for a longer period of time. So we cannot trust Amazon for the updates, and so we have our own OS for One. You can root it, and the thing about this OS is that it's nothing special. It's just an Android version of Lollipop. You get the Lollipop version, you can see you can play the Android Lollipop game, but you don't get any features like Cyanogen Mod. But there is one important feature that is missing from Cyanogen Mod, and that is you can adjust your quick toggles, and that's a pretty useful feature for people who want to adjust their quick toggles from their notification bar itself. And this thing is not present in Cyanogen Mod, so if you like this, install it, and I guarantee you they'll be updating it to the next versions of Android. Our next example will be FIUI. I don't know if it's the correct way to pronounce it, but I like to play safe and pronounce it that way. So that's the boot logo, and once it's booted up, you will be greeted with a lock screen like this, and you cannot perform any other functions with the lock screen except unlocking the phone. Once you unlock it, you will be looking at a new set of icons, and don't get fooled by the icons. This is not an Android Lollipop version. You can open the dialer and you'll notice immediately that icons may seem like Android Lollipop, because particularly that settings icon is inspired by Lollipop, but it's Android KitKat actually. And once you close that, there's nothing special into the OS, and there's nothing more you can do with the settings, and you cannot explore the settings because it's limited. But one thing is that this notification bar that you can see here is actually a quick toggle bar, but it turns into a notification bar when there is a notification present. So that's it for the FIUI, and the next OS we will be booting into today is YUNOS, and that's again, I don't know is that the right way to pronounce it, but I call it that way. So this black screen, you cannot change the lock screen. This has to stay like that, black. And once you unlock it, you will look at an operating system that's a card-based operating system, and redesigned notification center. So from all the OSs that we've seen today, this is the most exciting notification center because it's all black and green. Maybe they're inspired by earlier versions of Android like Android Gingerbread and all, because the green color that's present is actually found in Android Ice Cream Sandwich and older versions. So So all the apps are in card layout, as you can see, folders, and this is the unified storage explorer into the operating system. All the apps and documents and all these things are categorized automatically into their category, and you can explore them from there. So this is the multitasking view, and once you close it, there is nothing left to explore into the operating system itself. And if you want to learn how to use it, swipe it to the left. If you understand Chinese or whichever language this is, read it. And this is one beautiful switch off screen, I must say. So our next OS will be Leva, and this is not a good OS if you want to please your eyes, because it doesn't look good at all. All icons are old-fashioned, but the thing about this OS is you can unlock it very efficiently. But what I mean by efficiently is that if you press the call button and unlock it, it'll directly go to the dialer, and that's present in other OSs, but that's good for it because that's an old OS, if I must say. And Zender comes pre-loaded. If you don't know what Zender is, it's a file transferring app. And the best thing about this OS is the multitasking view. You can lock your apps and unlock them and close them. If you lock an app, it won't close even after you close all the apps by pressing that button. So this is the notification bar. You can access it from the home screen by swiping from anywhere, but if you're into an app, you cannot access it by swiping anywhere. And this is not Lollipop, clearly we can see that. And so this is CyanogenMod booting, and if you're not familiar with it, then this is CyanogenMod nightlys, to be more precise. And if you unlock it, there's nothing special about it, and I use it as my primary operating system, and that's pretty stable, but it comes with a lot of updates and new features. The features may be laggy sometimes because they're new, but about 1 to 2 updates in 1 to 2 days it becomes stable, very stable, and we'll be powering it off. And this is this official CyanogenMod booting logo, and that's the official version of CyanogenMod. And if you use this, you'll get features like Biton, and that pretty much works like continuity in iOS. You can leave an app on your phone and transfer it to another Android device and continue it from where you left. So that's pretty much it for the official Android, and that's Android 5.4.2. And if you want to see if it's a legit version of Android, just play the Android game. And in this version, it's a special game in which Cyanogen, keeps bouncing and plays the game instead of the Android logo. So that's pretty much it. My high score in this is 9. And like it if you like this video, dislike it if you dislike this video, but don't forget to subscribe this video. Peace.